Hey everybody, welcome back to Arena. In the last video we figured out how dangerous a crypt could be, along with how dangerous the town is at night. In case you didn't know, the answer is very. It also looks like the hand is taking a potato chip instead of a gold piece. Potato chips. Anywho, we left it at this inn, where someone tried to give us a quest. It turns out that she gives us 1 day to do the quest. That's a bit of a problem. However, it's not as much of a problem as I thought it would be. I took the liberty to figure out exactly where she would try to send us, and it's not somewhere outside of Whitehaven like I thought it might be. I thought Blue Huntsman was the name of a weird town. Well, turns out it's somewhere else. You are about to go to the bar when a very influential person called Old Evelara the Dark calls you to the table. To a table. Blah blah blah, if you do this I will give you some money. Okay. Thank you, Sigmund. My mind is much eased. Good luck to you, good Breton. How do you know my name? That's my question. Suddenly I just whoomfed in here. Maybe this is my hometown. At least the shift gate didn't capital me. Wait a minute. Is Whitehall the capital? No, it must not be. It's a village. Let's get a room. Let's get a single. I think all the rooms are... No, not 10 days. It's the cleanest single in town. You've got yourself a bargain price for a single, kid. Kid? Again, Sigmund is old. He has white hair. I mean, his hair might glitch out and turn funny colors depending on the time of day if he's outside, but that's not his fault. We can rest anywhere and it will put us in our room. Rest for 10 hours. Let's just do that. 10 hours have passed and you wake up. Oh boy. I don't know why these doors aren't making noise, but they're not. This hallway's a slight pain in the ass. I don't know why, it just seems weird. Where am I going? This tavern needs better lighting. Can I go outside? Oh, it's foggy out. Someone put cotton over my eyes. Or one of those dryer sheets. Oh no, it's just a regular lady. Hello, lady. Now, it should be right around here. I was suspicious. I figured either it's a town, which I did some looking and I couldn't figure out if it was a town or not, or it was another inn, specifically or potentially this inn right here because it's part of the same building. Well, on an overcast autumn day like today, the Blue Huntsman is very popular. Anywho, this is as far as I got. When I figured out that this was the Blue Huntsman, I didn't go any farther. So, yeah. Ooh, this place is much higher class. You look familiar. You look like that type of lady that has been attacking me. The one booby sorceress that tried to attack me. Hello, is there something I'm supposed to pick up? Here's the package that Elivara needs. You better be on your way back to her now. A wealthy figure called Ysara nervously draws you aside as you approach the bar. Oh, who wants the blah blah blah? Good Breton, if you could use 90 gold pieces, hear me out. There's a certain person in the practical gear store who has something of my liege's. A splintered staff. I loaned this splintered staff a few weeks ago, and now I've discovered my liege is returning to Whitehaven early. This is the same thing, I'm just FedExing another thing. Tomorrow. Fine? Spirits of High Rock. The good spirits must have delivered you indeed. I am relying on you, Sigmund. Do not let me down. Fine. I shall be the delivery service. Here is your mundane trinket. May you enjoy it greatly. So they say in Whitehaven now, or at least for that one. The other one was misleading. Excuse me, what are you doing here? Ew. Ew! What's wrong with your face? Give me a moment. I'm gonna save the game. This person is creeping me out. Maybe it's just the pixel art. Pixel style and art mixed with start. Who are you? I'm Belladonna Greenton. No offense, honey, but I don't like Breton boys much. You might want to walk to one of the other ladies down the street. Oh. Oh, ho, ho, ho. What kind of rumors do you know? Sorry, I wish I had something to say, but I don't. Wish I could help you, friend. Work's hard to find in Whitehaven. You should really be wearing more. It's cold and snowing out and you're wearing like, I don't know, not enough fabric and clothing. I mean, that might get you more clients because when it's cold out, that, you know what, I'm not gonna say it. That's just awkward. Maybe it's not actually very cold out. Maybe it's really steamy. This isn't fog, it's steam. It just looks like someone MS painted it and then they used that spray thing. Spray can. I don't know what I'm talking about. Hello. Going to poke your nose now. Boop. Oh, I missed. I heard you picked up the package from the Blue Huntsman, but I admit I feared you wouldn't get it back here on time. As promised, here are the 90 gold pieces. I'm very grateful. Thank you, noble Breton. Oh wait, I was talking like the dude there was. But I'm just gonna leave. I'm giving people the wrong voices. Now, what was that shop that I had to go to? Let's see here. What's the purpose of this other than getting some money? I did that. The Practical Gear Store. Oh, I think I know where that is. I'm not sure. I'm gonna go look for it. While spinning around because I didn't know where I was. Great. Why are there so many weird people outside today? Hello? What you talking about? You have a plus on your satchel. Well, it's kind of a plus. It's more like a T. Supposedly, you can't put red pluses in video games anymore for health. Who are you? You do not know? I am only Beldware Kingsley, one of the personal places of Lady Gwendana. You must be new to town. No, I've just never seen you before. Well, nothing much is going on. Near as I can tell you, at least. But if you work... No money, eh? It's tough to live in Whitehaven without money. Actually, I have a fair amount of money, really. I mean, money and I are no stranger. I like money. Don't know why that guy's just standing outside there, holding a satchel, blah blah in the air. But he is. I found another weirdo. He's sitting there playing with his knife. Makes me nervous. I feel as though I may have to kill again. Sigmund, it sounds more like you enjoy it than regret it, okay? So, shush. You look like someone who's out of the wrong time period. Like a greaser. I don't know, it's just his hair, I guess. Gentle snakes rule! But he's not wearing black. Who are you? Let's try that again. Today, my name's Dunnard Yemsley. Tomorrow, maybe it won't be. You looking for information, Breton? Maybe. You have rumors? I'm sure I haven't heard anything you'd care about. Alright. Ask around. I'm sure someone's heard about some kind of work. Why do all the creepy people come out when it's foggy? Just play with your knife, alright? Here I am at the Practical Gear store. You can tell because it's up there. I'm pointing with my finger because I can't do it with a mouse. You're here for the splintered staff, am I right? Here it is. Tell Ysara I said thank you. What were you using that for? It's splintery. I just imagine it's like a vaguely smashed stick. You have to sell. Blah, blah, blah. Boring, boring, boring. Ooh, silver short sword of will. The silver part is really nice because silver weapons deal double damage to undead. Or do they do more? I don't entirely know. All I know is that silver weapons are good against undead in this game. And silver armor is good against disease. What's a crystal worth? Torque is worth about 93. Yeah, that's an elven torque. Let's just get rid of it. Torque. Power. Something. What does crystal do? 787 gold, huh? Yeah. I want to see what it does. Should be cheap to identify. One thing about the fog effect is, while it might look ugly when it's against the background of a building or something, it actually looks kind of pretty when it's against the ground because it makes it look much more like snow. It doesn't just look like styrofoam or something on the ground. It's kind of pretty. Although now I'm lost. Where am I going? Oh, just go straight up. That's perfect. Oh, there's north. Thank you, compass. This isn't the right hint, is it? No, it is not. The cheerful, delightful, wonderful delivery service wishes you enjoy that your package has been well received. That's how I imagined that Sigmund would return an item. Ooh, let's see if we can see what it is. I'm curious. What is it? This item is needed to complete your quest. See your logbook. Oh. I see. It's a thing, then. Fine. The Blue Huntsman is brightly lit. Yes, this is much better than the other establishment. I heard you had picked up the splintered staff from the Practical Gear store, but I admit I feared you wouldn't get it back here on time. We had like 2 days. As promised, here are your 90 gold pieces. I'm very grateful. Thank you, noble Breton. It was the same dialogue as before. So these are randomly generated quests, I assume. Sadly, the reward for these quests is much greater than later Elder Scrolls games, where they give you like 50 gold pieces as a reward for a very difficult quest. Alright, it's time to see what magical items I have. Sigmund, here we go. Show me the magical I gotta sell that. I forgot to identify that. Crystal of Shielding, huh? Interesting. A Dwarven Bracelet? Oh, that is some amazing armor. Yes. It doesn't protect us from spells, I believe, but at least in melee will be much, much, much harder to hit. Because that one ghoul, I believe it was a lot tougher than us. It was worth a huge amount of experience, but it had a very hard time hitting us. Even the Minotaurs seemed to have a bit of a hard time. So it's good for us. Didn't seem to really stop that skeleton too much though, but maybe now it will. I don't know, maybe we're just unlucky. I gotta identify that mark. What is this? It turns out the mark was made entirely of dried cheese. No wait, it was a mark of sanctuary. I don't know what sanctuary does. I feel like our inventory is getting a little bit too full of items. I might have to sell some of these. Which is disappointing, but necessary. Including that. Or I could just drop that. It's tempting just to drop it because it's not going to sell for much. But I'm already here. And it'll give me a reason to search through the shops to see if I can find any silver or otherwise interesting equipment. Because I have money still. Money! Alrighty, so I did some shopping off camera, and this is the amount of money that we still have. So I didn't really spend all that much. You may notice that the saber is a little bit different. That's because it's steel. It's no different than a regular saber, I think, though. It might be more durable, but it also might not be. See, it has the same stats. The other one was 3 to 12 as well. I do have a silver broadsword, though. That is for undead things. And I also have a silver round shield. This is also for undead things. At least, if we run into them. I also made a spell. It's called Electrocute. It's a touch attack spell that deals 1 to 5 points of damage, plus 5 to 10 points of damage for every level we have. So since we're level 6, that means it can deal an extra 30 to 60 points of damage. So it's 31 to 65 points of damage total, at a cost of only 22. To put in perspective, I think that spell could quite easily kill me. Were I to be hit by it, at least. Let's see here. Yeah, it could comfortably kill me. Hopefully that means it'll annihilate the enemies that I run into, right? Anywho, I searched all the shops and didn't find anything interesting beyond that. I also sold the Crystal of Shielding and the Mark of Fire, and I think I kept the Mark of Sanctuary. I'm not entirely sure, actually. Let's check. Yeah, I kept the Mark of Sanctuary. I'm going to equip that, actually. There we go. So what is left to us is to continue to ask about the Fang Lair, but I believe we're going to keep getting people directing us to Hammerfell. We could also do some exploring of the various towns to see how they differ from one another. Like a village versus a town versus a, I think it's a city-state. Also, I realized something as I was rolling through the names. There's Daggerfell, or Daggerfall. And I think that's one of the other games, so presumably it might start there. I don't know entirely. I just thought it was interesting. So I suppose the next place we'll go is maybe Old Gate, or we may actually just slowly make our way towards Hammerfell down the way and find interesting stuff. Does it sound like a plan? Yeah, I think it is. Alright, we have now arrived in the town of Old Gate in High Rock Province. The date is Frides, 18th of Hearthfire, in the year of 3E 389. It took 4 days to reach your goal, to walk 200 kilometers through the gates of Old Gate, ruled by Count Tristival. The streets seem strangely quiet. Is that because it's dark? I think so. Oh, never mind. Let's go outside. Actually, first... Uh-oh. Oh, town gate's over here. Why not put me over there? That's bizarre. First thing we should do is... check the map. See how big it is compared to Whitehall. Or Whitehaven. That is a weird looking spot. Looks like an upside down star. It must be evil. Whoa. It is much more densely covered in buildings than Whitehaven, that's for sure. They have lots of open spaces in Whitehaven. This one does not. I also figured out that things that have that little dot in front are businesses. That's a sign. At least they're businesses as far as people that sell weaponry.